and welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do this one a little bit more different. Basically, especially with writing the power plan, it's like people, if they see anything in the news, they will basically tell me and say, oh no, something's been leaked or whatever. So I'm not purposely going around Google looking for specific news items. What I'm doing is looking at the ones that people have kind of spoke about. When I've had a look at them, they've been quite horrific in the content, I believe. But don't forget, I do have an alternative view of these diets and what people want to achieve. So let's have a look, see what I've found or what I've been told about. So straight away we have a lady who's said how she's beat diabetes type 2. Now what's interesting enough for this is that I found this article and it originally said how I beat diabetes type 2 within 17 weeks using the liquid diet. Now the problem which I have with the liquid diet, as we all know, is that you go to the doctors, they'll put you on this diet and it's a substitution for food where you just take liquid every single day, and over a 12-week period, which was the initial alarm bell for this, which was only a 17-week period where you can't actually get it for that long, is you just don't eat, basically, and it's extremely low calorie. I'm sure this lady is very, very happy and intent with what she's saying. What I would love to see is what's happening in 6 months' time and 12 months' time. As the weight come back, everybody who I know has been on the liquid diet, the weight's been back. In fact, it's come back within 6 to 12 months, and people are generally a lot heavier than what they was when they first started. So what's further concerning is that the same lady's article appears on BBC News in December, and it says, I beat diabetes 2 with 200 calorie drinks. Now, I take the view, for right or for wrong, is that if you are male, you need a minimum of 1,200 calories. If you're female, then it's 1,000. And that's regardless of age, so even kids need that sort of amount. So once again, going to 200 calorie drinks, you're just going to starve the body. You will lose weight, you are going to lose probably tissue, you're going to lose quite a lot of body mass. It's not going to be healthy. It might trick the diabetes test to say that, yes, I'm no longer have diabetes. However, one will the weight stay off, and if the weight comes back on, the diabetes is back. And just how healthy is this person? We'll see something in about 12 months' time and see how it's going on. But certainly something I wouldn't recommend, not at this stage. Now, interestingly enough, is diabetes themselves have been set up a local research program with these doctors basically saying, yes, low-calorie diets, lose weight, bringing calorie count in, etc., etc. By losing weight, you will get rid of diabetes type 2. I personally don't think that's enough, because you've got to have the exercise as well, and you've got to have the exercise at key points. The book which I'm writing, it goes into exercising a great deal. It gives you options in exercise, and more importantly, if you've got diabetes type 2, it will tell you the duration and when to take the exercise, which is extremely important, as well as weight loss if you're in that situation. Now, this guy who's done his research, I don't know how much he's got paid for doing his research, but he just goes on quite literally about how people have lost weight. The blood level is much better. But interestingly enough, at the bottom we also see a little article about the liver. Now, the power plan which I do, or the book which I'm writing, we do address the liver, and we address the liver in week 0. So this is preparation. This is the idea, is that you read in the book, you gain your head around it, but there's things that you have to prepare for, things that you need to look at. One thing that we look at is the treatment of the liver. My view is dead simple. If you've got a fatty liver, like it's showing here, it's going to be extremely difficult to lose weight. By using week 0, we can prepare for that, and we can reduce the fat liver, even if it's only slightly, and that's going to result into a better weight loss. The other thing I find interesting is that if you look at this, and this guy's obviously done many years research on it, what I simply did was go into Google and just say, do you cure type to diabetes permanently. And you get all these little articles which is basically pointing at weight loss. And I always find it a little bit frustrating is that if you can do a massive research program, which is probably costing thousands if not millions, but yet you can just bump onto Google and say, you know, and it's that, you know, exercise regularly, manage your blood sugar levels, weight loss surgery. You know, this is going into more detail, even more than the article of the research, and it's just basically saying control your weight. So here we go. So experts now say, probably based on that article, is that lose the weight and everybody should be sent to Weight Watchers. But once again, this is another unfair point because Weight Watchers, it's a multi-million-pound company. They're going to absolutely love this article. It's going to get people coming in, signing up to the plans, make them more and more successful. Once again, the problem is, and I don't have a go at diet because I think dieting out there, Weight Watchers, Slimming World, whatever, are very good things, and you can lose weight with them. The problem is with diabetes is that it's a permanent situation. You can control it. It's probably always going to be there. Maybe with what I'm doing and what other people are doing, maybe that you can, you know, get rid of it, cure it. But the condition is that you carry on with that type of lifestyle. If you're having drinks from my book, you have to continue with the drinks. In this situation, if you're doing your Weight Watchers, you have to continue with the Weight Watchers. And any Weight Watcher type diets are wonderful for a temporary thing, but, you know, who's going to be on Weight Watchers for the rest of their life? So I found that very, very, very iffy, shall we say, is that, you know, you can just do these diet plans and you sorted, and your diabetes miraculously disappears. But once again, we'll see what happens. Anybody joining Weight Watchers who's got diabetes, I'd be interested. Comments or email. Let us know of your experiences, how the diabetes is going. Of course, the big problem is with diabetes that the new test, what they do, it can only show an improvement within 3 months. So if you go into these weight groups, you are stuck and permanently stuck for 3 months before you even get an update of your situation with diabetes. But once again, I'd be interested if you take this route, does it work, does it not? And also let me know 12 months later, did the weight come back on and did the diabetes resurface if it showed improvement? Now we've also got disturbing rise in type 2 diabetes for young children. Now, my question very simply is, who's been out testing children? And, you know, if we're linking this to weight, yes, you're going to have overweight children, yes, the sugar levels are going to be higher, and yes, you could say that these people are at risk or possibly do have diabetes type 2. When I was at school 40 years ago, we had exactly the same situation. We had children overweight, I was one of them. We all struggled, we all felt terrible, we was all bullied, but of course we didn't have a diabetes type 2 test. We probably would have all shown risks of it, and even possibly people having it back then. The main point of children is there's a diabetes type 1, which is hereditary, and that's where the concentration should go, in my view, not really on type 2. Type 2's lifestyle. You know, the book which I'm writing will do children, it will do adults, and it's just a way of thinking differently and a way of improving your life on a permanent level. So I think really, you know, with what's happening around this time, is it just scaremongering? Oh, look, the children are now coming down with the diabetes type 2. Very unfair, I think. So one of the final things is people walking 10,000 steps a day. Now, I think there was a craze last year where people were going to the gym for a few hours and going on treadmills, etc., etc. And they came up with the idea, if you jump on a treadmill for 30 seconds, jump off for a minute, jump on for 30 seconds, you're going to get a much better weight control, weight gain, weight reduction. The reality is, only thing what you're doing is making your body work harder, speed up the heartbeat, tense the muscles will then grow firmer, and your overall weight will increase, or at least stay the same. So what we're saying now is that a guy in Tokyo and in Japan, now the book, I've looked extensively at Japan, and the big thing is that they have an extremely healthy diet. So, you know, running 10,000 steps, walking 10,000 steps, doing whatever it was, is it how appropriate is it in Japan? Because very simply, weight issues, diabetes issues isn't really that. The idea of this is just very, very simply reduce your steps down. It's another marketing idea, and if you like the idea of it or not, who knows. But I would say keep up with your 10,000 steps a day if that's what you want to do. So coming back to the Telegraph, we now have type 2 diabetes can be reversed in just 4 months, trial show. Well, yes, you can reverse by cutting calories down, exercising, which will keep your glucose under control. Well, that's what we've already really discovered. I've discussed in this video. Once again, they're going for calories between 500 and 750 a day. And the problem is with that is that, yes, you will lose weight, yes, you're going to lose body mass, yes, you're going to lose tissue, and as soon as you start eating, the body goes, wow, food, store, and no matter what you've lost, it's going to come back on in vengeance, and you probably end up bigger than what you was when you first started. This let's go under 1,000 calories really is not a good idea, but you know, as long as people are desperate enough to try it, or like we started this video, go to the 0 calorie diet, then that's fine, but it's not going to be a long-term solution. And you know, people are going to starve. In the book there's even a section saying I don't want to starve, why starve? So it's got to be addressed there. But on the subject of the book, yes, the website has been launched. Have you seen, gone to Facebook, you'd have seen it was launched last week. It's only a very, very basic website. It's got the home, which is basically an overview of myself. So we've got book information, which includes the release date. If you go on to the video section, then that will show you the videos up to now. I'm a little bit more interested in YouTube. I started to group these videos together, so it make a little bit more sense. But download's not done yet. Question and answers has been started. If you've got more questions for us, then please let us know. Comment box on this video, or go through the website where you can email. Latest updates, not really been, will be added, not quite yet. And once again, the contact us information, so you're able to keep involved. So there we go. So there's the first diet news. Moving forward, I will be setting up a Facebook page which is going to support the book more and hopefully become a little bit more interactive. So we've got another video plan, which is my personal results and what we've been doing, and also the first proper diabetes type 2 video, which will be done in 3 sections. The first section is the experiences between November to April myself, and then that will be followed by the April update, which is the next blood test, where you do need a 3-month period between blood tests to determine if the condition's improving or not. And finally, a year on, you know, if the diabetes is now under control, if it's even gone, what will the blood result be in 12 months' time? So that'll be the 3 videos about diabetes. So I think what we can say now is thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully we'll do another diet news in the 6 to 12 months. It's not a thing where I'm going to trundle around the internet, but if you see any articles that you want me to have a look at, or if something comes up where I think it's important, then I'll do one sooner. But, you know, the idea is concentrate on writing and information sharing. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and that will produce part funding for the book. And also it's more important to get the word out that this is doing something differently. And we'll see you next time. And there's the tut again. Thanks for watching, see you next time. Bye.